What's up, people? My name is Adhikar, and welcome to Still Water. Now, this is an interactive detective novel I just found, and it has such a nice music to it. Listen to it. That's fascinating, isn't it? Anyways, let's start. This is a work of fiction. The resemblance to any real-life people is purely coincidental. This game contains depictions of horror, mature themes, and strong language. Reader discretion is advised. You guys are warned. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down. If you just talk it out, so many strange things keep happening one after another. I'm sorry, so many strange things keep happening after another. Every day there's this damn dripping sound. I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, every pipeline, and still I hear it everywhere, slowly echoing in my ears. Oh, but the water. I find random pools of water disappear out of nowhere, just like the dripping. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. I don't know if it's my paranoia, but I swear I could hear footsteps walking down the hallways, walking on pools of water. They walk, and they walk, upstairs, and downstairs, and upstairs, and downstairs, and upstairs, and downstairs, and upstairs, and downstairs, and upstairs, and downstairs. It goes on and on and on and on like that. But somehow it does not come to an end, and it ends all in front of your grandfather's room. I know that's a lot, but you have to believe me, no matter how many times. It just won't end. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. Is there something behind her? Oh, I thought there's. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandpa. Nina, please listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but the woman on the phone call, she looks around before speaking in hushed tone. Wow. Whoa, look at that. Do you see that? Of course you do. I don't know what it is, but please let's get back to your grandpa to leave this place. That's your grandfather. But then who's that? I gotta leave. But no. Please, Nina, this place is not safe. I don't know what you saw, but I can't just leave things like this. It's my home. It's my home. Dinner. Diner, 7:50 a.m. Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. And today it was just black coffee. Is that me? I think that's me. Hugo. That's fair enough, seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth of it. I mean, Voldemort? Oh god. You're a valuable member of your team, Hugo. My foot. I'm starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining the agency. Ha. Hugo Long, age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. As he contemplates his poor life choice, he looks out toward the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him, how it engulfs everything and nothing. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces, proof of it remaining. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my own fate, I guess. Hugo finally stares at the compiled newspaper clipping he put together. Alright, some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there's a reason for all of this, an all too personal reason. Seeing strange things comes at a price. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough, mind if I join? An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Oh, wow, who the hell is this? Come on, Hugo. Hugo scowls and turns away from him. He then gathers the files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes the initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. He greets the waitress passing by with himself. breakfast special, and next up late. As usual, the waiter was happy to oblige the girl's title counter and relay his order. The man that looked back at Hugo. He sees an empty cup and now jumbled newspaper clippings, all the while Hugo struggling to know him. You really should eat something for that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? Fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little? There's a momentary silence between them, before Noah disturbed it once more. Well, too bad for you. Or a big breakfast for the two of us. Two. Oh my god. As the wall would grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline. Food arrives! Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat, don't worry about me. Wow, this looks so delicious, right Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come on, you don't think I don't eat right now. Well, then you will. I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Noah did legend, age 27, a natural born child. Is just as equally persuasive as he is correcting. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats the generous spoonful without further complaints. It's good, right? Good food will always help cheer you up. Damn him, I got swept away again. By the way, the chief will be out for business trip. She mentioned it'll be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? Didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? She told me saw the Calgary yesterday. She didn't mention anything for a business trip. Guess it was a pretty sun one. Well, I mean, she did tell you. Lucky me, I know where you go every morning. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's a couple of blocks in and get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest you off for the day. And pass up this opportunity to get to know you better. Quit it. After the enlightening band, to have them finish the breakfast, pay for the meal and head to his. Nice music, man. As Noah opens the door of the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Bloodhound? Oh. The big dog stirs at the sound of the car opening and lays upstairs at Noah. Ah, sorry, big guy. He can close the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb the document. Colby. At the sound of his name, his heavily lit eyes slowly peek to see who called for him. Hi, Colby. It is his one and only partner, his human. As if finally realizing who he is or where he is, the old bloodhound stirs up from his sleep, bounces at Hugo and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. Bark. Woof. Good morning again, Colby. Oh wow. Look at that face. Had a nice nap. 8 years old. Hugo's most faithful living partner in crime. The biggest standing to sleep all over the place. Noah, who was bidding all this in the backseat, chuckles into you made a slight defeat at Hugo's unknown solemnity. Ah! It doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting up the food, no one can beat Colby. Agency. 10:50 a.m. The three head back to the office. The space is the same to Hugo left it. A decent organized mess. To his credit, for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. Albert could have been better. Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks like sorted. Ah, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get it. Hi. Thanks, boy. Before he could continue to give deserved head pats, he noticed someone. A woman standing timidly, peering outside from the storefront. The woman appears a bit frantic. Disheveled and wearing ill-fitted clothes, she appears to be distressed about something. When she finds his icon of Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I am so sorry. I don't have the close signs up, but I saw you come in and are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, before she can continue, Noah swiftly intervenes. It's okay, we'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you take a seat? Noah gestures one of the empty chairs. The poor woman hesitates for a moment before heavily sighing in relief. She walks towards the corner of the room and sits on the sofa. Can you start off by telling us your name? I'm sorry for earlier. My name is Nina. Mortimer. Mortimer. Alright. I thought that name's familiar. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Not Nina, I mean Mortimer. I know Nina, she was on the call. Watching over your grandfather? Yes. I'm sorry, Miss Mortimer, but I don't quite understand. Is he in danger? I'm afraid he is. Miss Mortimer, if that's the case, wouldn't calling the police be better? No. I've tried requesting their help, but they all gave me the same answer. There's nothing they can do about it. If I only knew who Louis was. Louis? Nina fidgets at the name. She looks to the side before reaching out from her bag for an antique letter. My grandfather, he received a cryptic message the other day. Didn't come with an address or the name of the sender. However, the only thing I did pick up was the name. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Whatever lies the door must have shaken at its loudest. Delicately, Hugo removes the corner of the envelope and unfolds it. At first, kind of seemed like any normal written message. A person named Louis asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake at midnight, needing to share something ground with him. However, what's really striking about the letter is not the message itself. Rather, the bottom page sentence far more disturbing is written. I am coming for you, Henry. Were there any other like this? Yes, a few of them. Thought I was a sick joke at first, but this one was different. Up until now, I never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or a family friend, but to clearly know who my grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose. I'll lose him too. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina breaks down. Hiding away her tear-streaked face, she begins to quietly sob to herself. As an act of comfort, Colby sits closely to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. This very well could have been a prank, but she seems certain. Certain that whoever or whatever this lowest person is, they're coming. Do you want more tissues? I'll do it. I'll take on your case. For a moment, silence fills the room. Only stares at directly at Hugo until Nina finally stands and walks towards him. You'll take it? Hugo simply nods. Thank you, thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. We're glad to help, Miss... Nina is fine. Well, Nina will do our best. Nina smiles at Hugo before reaching into her bag once more and taking out a note. 4970, show it straight. Alright, I'm sure to greet you once you get there, detective. She politely bows once more before heading to her car and drives back home. Once out of sight, Hugo learns to look at his closed desk. Still messy but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort these out later again. Yeah, just sit back and relax, alright? Car 5:30 p.m. Just get yourself a nice cup of coffee, get cozy in the blanket, and enjoy the sea. On the ongoing downpour, quite humble today, they're sitting in silence. Still miles off from the destination, who constantly checks the waves. You know how usually taps the ear by now. He looks out of the passing street while he's still in distance. Hey, you're a lot quiet, what's wrong? Ah, this is a surprise. Have you been looking at me though? No, you usually talk a lot, that's all. So do you miss me talking a lot? Just say it. I wonder a friend, what kept going when she finished, but it's her last name that's talking off guard. Yo, same here! Have you heard about the Mortimers? They're pretty distinguished family. Well, they used to. What do you mean? Stuff with so many tragedies. Over time, people came to believe they were cursed. When we get the year would see a headline on the news with one of the family members' death. And you know what's strange? All they have been labeled as actors. No foul play, no nothing. That's another point even for family. Maybe I understand why she wouldn't go to school. She probably thought they perceive her as paranoid or hysterical, or worse, crazy. I can't imagine all this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what you'll find there. That's why you decided to come with me, so partially, I'm more worried about you though. Think of it this way, I'm the appointed driver. When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the hospital. Ugh. Besides, two are better than one. Exactly. First time with gold becoming one. Well, have you heard three is better than two? Ugh. Mortimer Estate, 6 p.m. Passing through countless roads and steep cliffs, sorry. The estate revealed itself beyond the evergreen. Everyone tucked away from flying eyes stands stark, looming from distance. Even I know how to only gaze at the sheer scale of the man as if found position doing that stuff. Wow, the thing she came all this way to request it took more than a couple of hours to get here. Maybe she didn't have a choice. What do you mean? Come on, she's waiting for us. Immediately after his see the sunshine beam with his head on his chest. Grasping tightly at his coat, he begins to grasp where he kisses him. His gaze hazes as he leans close to the car. Like a fresh down from the sea he desperately heaves, but his achy harbors fails him to find to being calm in his spirit. This is the house. No, something far more sinister. He feels it. Someone is watching him. A piercing gaze fixed on him. Like leaning at a bug and awaiting to strike. I'll never forgive you. What the hell? Damn it already. I need to hurry or else. Hey, are you alright? No, calls out and snapping out of his fixated trance. Slowly nudges his head against Hugo, spinning with concern over his partner's well-being. Did you hear just now? Hey, what? That voice was so close to my ear. Is everything alright? Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. I just picked wine from the fridge, that's all. I'll be happy to make a coffee at the very least. No trouble. No, not at all. It's the least I can do. Once again, the stubble on the breeze from Nina's face. But before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walked up toward the front coach without saying another word. Are you sure you're alright? You sound like you were choking earlier. I said I'm fine, sad you're already here. You can't back out now. Listen to me, I think you should. Now abruptly cut to lecture shy as he noticed Nina stopping by the front door. She sounded as if contemplating something. I know it's not only running to know your name, so you're pretty out of it when you walk in. I'm sorry about that, no worries. Detective Hugo Laurent. This is his assistant Colby, and I'm his second assistant, Noah De Leon. Ah, it seems so real, just like a cartoon. Hahaha. Nina meekly smiled before turning away from me. I haven't been quite honest with you, Lloyd. It's like before I gave it chewing her next word, she tried to speak just like before, as if carefully chewing her next words. She decided that in this situation, words are not enough. You see for yourself what I mean. With that, Nina entered the house, leaving the three to follow behind. He was about to enter though, before when he felt a tug on his arm. And forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. Of course, no. And with that, no, I really didn't feel comfortable. To proceed to heading not knowing what awaits him beyond the door. Ah, there he is, really with a brightly lit hallway. You can note that the interior just as planned. I don't have 4 accents and antique paintings. Excuse and elegant charm found only in the rich, well-in house such as this. However, he can notice something even more distinct than the splendor. This house is much more terrifying inside than out. Please come this way. It looks cozy. Bracing themselves, they entered the dimly lit drawing room. At first glance, Hugh could not discern the silhouette situated at a far corner. However, on close inspection, he now understood the reason for all Nina's uncertain vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Oh, young man? Okay, how is he, grandfather? Sitting on the armchair is a young man. He's dressed in white coat, down pressed shirt tucked in with black, black penny loafers. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there dazed with a little knowledge of the people around him. Still, motionless like a dog. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Lauren and his 2 assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them, and yet here he remains, forever unchanging, forever young. They've come a long ways by making him coffee. Would you like some, Grandpa? The young man still does not reply back, never glancing at Nina or anyone else in the room, only fixed on the rain. I'll be sure to make a cup for you too. She then timidly gestured Hugo and Noah back to the fire. Bring more questions, the two follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There is an all too familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes were similar to his own. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will not end well. That man. Nina, that man. Yes, he's my grandfather, the one I asked you to watch over. I know it's hard to believe, but he draws something out of his pocket. It's an antique picture of a young man with slick black hair wearing a luxurious suit. He appears to be poised and refined. A complete contrast to the current Henry Mortimer. There must be go by, but I swear he is the same person. Then why does he look so young? It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of tea when I heard a loud thud coming from grandfather's room. I was worried that something below was, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. Rushed to him, when I did, he looked different. So many things were rushing in my head, yet he felt so familiar to me. He was the same photo my grandpa wrote that night. And his face, I recognized his face. He just looked younger. I was saying that I found a letter next to him already opened. I'm sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they just said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. Fools of war, the tripping sounds, the letter, and now this? My family is really they're not. Curses unreal. Detective? I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of things exist. In reality, the ones who fixate on it feeds off of it. Rumors, doubt, lies, all those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can possibly heal or fix right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Personally, I think you were caught up in all of this, but I assure you will see this through for you and your grandfather. Thank you. Good. Now, first priority is find out more about Louis. You know, the letter you showed about his injury. Do you have it with you? Yeah, yes, it's here. Mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll surely give it back. First, I'll let check stairs, Noah. You and Colby check the ground floor. Got it. Before they leave to the owner's scheme, you grabs and hold up Noah's shoulder. He leans in close enough for Nina not to hear. He pulls on Mr. Mortimer. Especially Nina. Okay? I'm counting on you. You too, boy. And with that, he will heads upstairs, starting his investigation. Ah, it's interesting. Mortimer stays 11:30 p.m. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his finding would eventually lead him there. This is it. He walks toward the nearest lampshade and opens it. Dimly illuminated, he sees an extent of how large the house is. In customized spaces in this furniture, everything here exudes the extravagance. Much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds one particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a sense of human labor. It's as if the room itself is modern despite its preserved nature. I need to hurry, I don't want to stay here for too long. Mortimer says 11:50. We've been searching for 20 minutes then. He searches and searches, there's still no sign of anything. Not one thing pertaining to this. Oh, damn it, nothing. It's always there or everything, it's blank everything. No, it has to be there. I'm just missing something. What are we looking for? He ponders again before remembering the letter. There's only proof Lewis exists so far. If I read again, maybe I'll look at it. As he takes the letter out from you, he notices a change within. Okay. Getting no forbidding thread at the bottom of the page. Looks like the rest of a regular letter. What the? If you can't come, then I understand. It's pretty dear after all. But if I can ask you one last favor, if you could keep my locket. I know it's selfish of me, but I'd like for you to have it. I'd be happy knowing it's with you. Thank you for everything, Henry. Forever yours, Lois. This is the same Lois. I thought he was the cause of all this. I don't understand. Without warning, the sound of click can be heard across the bedroom. There's something unlocked itself. You return around and see the foot of the bed of chest. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rusted features have not been maintained well. Left to rot on its own. Preparing itself, he opens the chest and tries to together a bunch of notebooks and small trinkets. He will continuously rummage through when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. A young man found dead by the lake. Oh! Is this Lewis? An unidentified young man was found on the morning of which was 3 days prior to his death according to police. Not a suicide, for a claim that a troubled youth drowned himself. Suddenly the tragic loss of indeed XXX summons. Soon his body has been made here. Lewis. When I found out he was I must be right waiting for it to develop. He reaches for it. As the locket, a locket of brilliant gold shines and ghost, retaining a timeless luster. Inside a safe carved picture of a young man with glasses, smiling back. What are you talking about? So pretty. That's how I shine on his picture. But this thing, no, it might have been Henry. Why? How many stories real? What did I do? Oh! Let's take the locket. I should probably hold on to this for now. He was about to put me back in the chair, then he felt a wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg. Oh. What? Where? A pool of water relentlessly spread across the floor, already seeping into the chest. Damn it, no. Ow, ooh, this getting. Damn, suddenly the lights shut off. The scream was heard, followed by a murmur of shouts. He was about to call up the door, but stopped at the sight of pale feet before him. Wait, what? Looming over him stands a tall and office figure. His face was shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears a young man, but Hugo knows that it's far from it. No, his very thing is trying to imitate a human form, trying to be human. Human, we stare back. Don't like the face, supposedly wants to horror as it slowly creeps towards him. Just like this sensation of someone staring. Whoa. Staring at him from within, but this time was drawing near. Inching ever so closely, the voice of God, Kobe and her failed to reach out. Lord in story struggles in pain with springing shell trying to force his body to move. And it stops, looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt it speaks. Don't get in my way. Whoa, all of a sudden it was over first slam shell and intended to speak. The sensation of his body finally releases itself, his agonizing grip, and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurred and completely shattered. He staggered towards the door. He yanked at the helm at the same time with his tightly jammed. Fuck! No, Colby! It's dismayed. Ran to the other end of the door. Damn it. Over listening, he faintly heard the sound of Colby's only barking as he drifted further away from the house. Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but just like the heavy force prevents him from doing so. Fuck this. Finding around the rolling spots of the nearby stairs, the other one was going to grab the chair and start to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window crack gets larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made of? Even Garage bet he must have all the strength he has left for a final blow. Damn, you just break already. Taking out the remaining glass shard, he could bear the head out, see anything he could grab hold of. How he discovers instead of the wall, just discovering ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has desperately become, he reaches out for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. Carefully climbs out the window, gripping tightly and makes sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of one he clutched starts to tear away from the window. For desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but fails when his hands slip out of reach. Shit! Screaming wildly as he loses grip on the eye, he crash lands down with ticket pushes. Air falls out and his teeth and going trying to even out his breathing. But even that is labor, and the immense pain spread across not only his back but his entire body. God, I'm getting too old for this. He's just 30 years old, you're not old. All his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. It's still time, I can do this, I have to do this. With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where all daunted. The lake where the strategy starts and ends. Mortimer said 12:01 AM. Oh, finally into the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Colby, Noah, where are you? He hears a faint sound of barking echoes of people yelling in the distance. He rushes to where the echoes running with the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds the lake. Going closer, he sees Neva giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop! Grandpa, let me go! My grandpa, he's in a place of danger. You get hurt too. I don't care. I don't want to lose anyone more. It's at the instant Hugo trudges against the water, first swing in the split. Hugo? It's at the instant. Oh. Hugo? No, don't. Please. Calls deaf to his ears. Not even the whine and worried cry of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he trudges further in. Near the deep end, he sees Henry Mortimer gazing deadly at the abyss. He looks even more faint himself as if all the life had been surrounding to the halt lake before Henry could lean in. He could reach his out and tugs at his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me. Motionless and responsive, he still stares deeply into the water. What's happening? There's so many things that can afford to lose in our lives, and you're one of them. Nina, all she has left, she needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight chill ran the arm that was stirred by the mention of Nina. Slowly turns her face, Hugo, Nina. However, just as one of the storm, Henry jokes back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. All of this is my fault. If only I got to Louis sooner, none of this would have happened. Henry inches over close to the edge. Louis, I'm sorry, I should have what? Gone to his stead? Gone with him? You know what? That wouldn't resolve anything. Not for you, all Louis. I remember he wrote to you those years ago. He understood if you don't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Moore, Louis never thought anything less of you. The locket is proof of that. Louis, locket? Yes, a symbol of his love for you. That's why. You don't have to shoulder all the pain by yourself. We can talk about it. About you and Louis, all of it, together. He will extend not only his manhood but a promise. The promise that Henry had used for so long. A way to forgive himself. His offenses are caused. What fool believes him to so forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. Yet despite everything, he will still reaches out to a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach out, Vega stands still on Henry's arm instead. Oh! Someone actually can roll around him, while his head pinches on his shoulder. The sting! The soul is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing cold green eyes, he gazed directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair. He can be saved. He can be forgiven. Hugo! There's only one thing, one true way out of this. I will share with you. Before he could reach out for any hand, his spear into the water. Mr. Mortimer! Starting and crying desperately, Hugo dives after him into the abyss. 12:30 a.m. Plunging into icy waters, Hugo feels shock running rampant throughout his body, like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers, face, skin, and gilding. His chest tightens as his heart races as he begins to kick his legs, hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper, he sees the faint little figure slowly descending into the darkness. As he finally gets closer to Henry, long snaking arms stretch across the body and grab Hugo's neck. Violence is spewing all the air out of him. He tries desperately to wrench his hands away, but with each struggle, Hugo's movement begins to weigh heavier and heavier. Louis, where are you, Louis? It's looking for Louis. Digging deep into his coat's pocket, he grabs tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept him without forgetting, holding out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark. Ah, there you are. It releases his grip when Hugo instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops his chain and kicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart burning and his body screaming, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there. I just have to. As the lights from the surface begin to blur, he can make one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses consciousness, he notices the figure swimming towards him, getting closer and closer. It's Noah, and then everything fades to black. Drifting along with what feels like endless sea, he will course through wave after wave, not knowing where he's going or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest? Ah, it's been too long. Maybe I should take a rest now. I like it that much. I agree that it's over, but not here. I'm so sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you before I go. Louis? You've done so much for me and Henry. Thank you. No worries. From far distant a voice cries out to him, begging for him to come back. Well, I guess this is it. Take care, Hugo. Blake? With his eyes closed and his senses still returning, he feels constant tugs and licks of a certain bloodhound. Whining as he tries to wake up his partner. Hugo! He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly filled for comfort. Eyes shut wide open, he jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining water in his lungs. Are you alright? Bill starts to pat his back, but Kobe continues to whine over Hugo. What happened? Where's Mortimer? He's safe, so is Nina, they're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon, thank goodness. Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of, thank goodness? I swear you don't sit down what I say. I'm sorry, Noah. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh. He continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them. Detective Laurent. Oh, Nina. There's someone I want you to meet. Behind you stands an elderly man. Faint stature. He timidly looks to the side, presently responds to himself. Although his youthful long face eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They're no longer piercing and vicious green. Only eyes like Nina. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective. I never got a chance to say goodbye to you. Always have thought about you every day. What if Liz lived on this world? Why do you stay a little longer with me? It's because that constant mindset dragged everyone down. I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her. The one to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. Not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you. Ego reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him. It's my pleasure, sir. Before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hand one last time. I hope that someday you too will overcome it. Next day, 8 a.m. Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning. With much fervent haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by close inspection, he looks like he's going to come past 10 minutes. Are you writing up the report? Without looking at me, responds back. Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours too. I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet, I don't like eating by myself. Oh, didn't guess. Two is better than one. Bingo! Wow, Hugo. Really catching on. I'm so proud of you. I shut it, will you? I swear I only hadn't fallen off from the goddamn window. Maybe the report hadn't been shot. But before Uncle began to cut the bacon, he paused at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way. Mind telling me what happened to Mortimer's window? I broke it? Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? I know. Very dumb of me. I'm sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill. And, surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. So what, you just called it a day and after all that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it, you pay for it. Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it. But each time I kept insisting, he just shut it off. Said that we already went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. You know what? He's right. After all we went through, I deserve at least a nap. So he'll put down his pen and proceed to head for the couch. Yoga puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Oh, Colby calls after him. Wait, what about breakfast? I'll eat it later. It's nap time now. Heavily sighing, Noah sets aside the food and stares and joins the other two at the couch. I'm getting old. I mean, you are old. Shut it. Colby winds asking for head scratches. Sorry boy. Suddenly Hugo scratches the back of Colby's ear as he leans closer to him. You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday. Oh, what's this? Are you getting chummy with me now? I'll chummy whatever, I really mean it. We hadn't stables back there. But I told you before, I'll be there whenever you get open the rest of the ship. Besides, didn't you say it was nap time? Get some rest. It is all. You do. Sounding silent, my feet more deep into sleep. No big party to celebration. The speedos come from sharing the rewarding night. Goodness. Oh, a night rest. Thank you for playing. That was still water. You know, I really enjoyed it. However, as you know, there are multiple endings to this. What's this? Okay. Alright. Anyways, so I'm guessing the bad ending would have been if I didn't grab the locket and maybe I would have died, or maybe Mr. Henry would have died and Noah would have saved us. But on and all, we got a good ending. This was Stillwater, an interactive novel, and I really enjoyed this. It was fun throughout. It was very good. The art style, the simple story, it was nice. It wasn't scary, but I don't think this game was meant to be scary. It was meant to be. I guess the message we get from this is that you can be forgiven, right? We should not just blame ourselves for something forever. There should be a point where we accept it and we should move on. In a good way, obviously, but man, this was good. So anyways, guys, this was Stillwater. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to play some nice music in the background. I say this before I do my outro. This is fine. So here you go. That was Stillwater. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, hey, why not drop a like down below and comment down below what you thought about this. And subscribe, because I need subscribers. Thank you. Stay awesome, stay amazing, stay happy. And I will of course see you on the next video. Goodbye.